All right, welcome back, guys, to another episode of the TheSkitzMen podcast.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So today we are talking about what are we talking about, Sean?
Physical health and mental health. It's quite a broad subject, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, they work together.
Yeah, 100% hand in hand. So we'll be exploring different kind of actions you can take for your physical health and for your mental health and how they tie in together.
Yeah,
And
very important to life in general.
100%, not even in terms of just mental health, but just making sure you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Feeling it in my bones, my joints, all of it.
Yeah, honestly. But before we get into that, how are you, mate?
Yeah, up and down. Have my good days, have my bad days, but yeah, can't really complain, to be fair. Just working, same old. Yeah, nothing really interesting has happened, to be honest. You know, it's just
fair enough.
Rolling with the punches, as they say.
Yeah.
What about you? How have you been?
Yeah, been good. Yeah, I mean, apart from having 2 hours of sleep, you know, other than that, that's probably that's about it.
Yeah, probably kind of ties in well with this episode. It's not good for your physical health,
It's
mate.
not. No. Sleep is important. I'm lacking it right now, but I'm here for you guys, and we're here to discuss it. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I've been. I wouldn't say a bit ill. I'm not really ill. I just have something. You know.
Yeah, head cold.
Yeah, head cold. One of them quick ones. Nothing major. Not stopping me.
Makes people wear masks around you.
Yeah. What weirdos, mate. Like someone we know, is it?
Yeah.
But no, yeah. I mean, I just had a freaky dream. I woke up out of the dream after going to bed 2 hours before that, and it was serious. I was in the dream, vivid as hell. And then I just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. It's weird. Whenever I wake up out of my sleep, I can't go back to sleep. I have to stay up. So yeah, I would say, huh?
That's crazy.
I know, man.
I can just pass out.
Nah, it doesn't work for me. Like once I'm up, right, my brain, it's like, okay, we're ready to go. Like it's just wired, bro. And like this morning, I had to just get up. I jumped on my PC and just gamed a bit in the morning, watched some videos, chill out, and then got ready. And yeah,
Here we are.
yeah, exactly. Here we are in the best place on earth, right?
Of course.
Right.
It's cozy, it's comfortable, it's warm.
Yeah, and we're just happy to be here.
Of course, always.
Yeah. So yeah, in the discussion today, we're going to be talking about physical and what it does to the mental. And I'm clearly an example of this today, you know, like mentally, lack of sleep. I physically haven't had enough sleep, so my mental's not going to be here. But to be honest, I think I'm all right.
Yeah, you've been doing well so far.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Gym's something from which I've been doing recently, and it has been improving my life. It makes me feel good. You know, the endorphins that you release. It's banging, man.
Crazy.
It's honestly so good. But with that comes sleep. You need to sleep. Don't do what I do. I'm just a god tier character.
Oh, main character in his own story. But they do say that on average you're meant to have 8 hours of sleep, right? I don't believe that.
What do you think?
I don't believe that.
It's different for everyone. But
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's different for everybody. Like me, I can function off of like 5 to 6 hours sleep.
For real?
And be fine, bro. Yeah, 100%. Wow. If I sleep too long, I wake up tired because I've overslept.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know? So if I'm working, I will usually have about 5, 6 hours of sleep, maybe 7, depending on how I'm feeling. But usually it is between 5 to 6 or like between 6 to 7.
And you're running cool.
I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like when after a few days of doing that consecutively, I do feel tired, but that's just because obviously I've been working.
Yeah.
And that's just me overworking. But at the same time, yeah, it's not, you don't have to have 8 hours of sleep. I think that's a myth. I mean, from when I've checked it before, back in the day, in like Victorian times, do you know what women used to do? Women used to wake up in the morning, work for like 2 hours, nap for like 1, wake up for another 2 hours, do some more housework, whatever it was they were doing, and basically just keep doing that. So they would never have a full like sleep. Essentially, they would just keep having like intervals of sleep, just to make the most out of the day.
Wow.
But it was like essentially just power napping the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
That's probably not good for you. I'm going to be
That's-
honest with you.
Yeah, that's rough structure.
Rough structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I function happily and completely fine off of like 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I mean, when I was in uni, it used to be way worse. I used to be doing 3 hours a day.
I don't know how you do that, bro.
3 hours.
I
a
do not
day.
know how you do that.
And I go to work a full day, go to uni a full day. But it did catch up with me after a while. I was bloody finished. But yeah, I think it's different for everybody. Your body knows how much sleep you need.
I think for me, it's 7 hours. I'm good on 7 hours. Like, as long as I have 7 hours, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Anything below that, I can be a bit like, I'm not really present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to say that I'm not present, but like, my thought processing is not the same as it would be. It's not as effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, 7 hours is a sweet spot for me. But you know, with the gym and whatnot, they say you need like 8 to 9 for the good recovery.
Well, of course,
and all that stuff.
You shouldn't really go to gym before you're going to sleep as well. You need to let your body like relax. Just because, you know, your body's still in your mind as well, and your body is still in that drive of like moving. So when you get home, you need to really just chill and wind down and then go to sleep. But that's why also, if you do exercise before you sleep, you ever had that feeling when you sleep, when you're falling asleep and you jolt awake because you feel like you're falling? That happens because you've been active just before you go to sleep.
Oh, okay, that's the reason.
That's the reason. So
Interesting.
I'm hoping it's the reason. I mean, this is what I read up on before. But it's because your mind is still in that overdrive of like, you're moving, you've been active, so you haven't actually shut down yet. And that is your body essentially processing it and then just kind of shutting down completely. That's why you jolt awake. Right. Usually it is because you've done activity or exercise, maybe like an hour or two before you've gone to sleep. Even if you go for a walk or a run or you go to the gym, you need to give yourself time to relax and let your body kind of shut down naturally.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
But for some people, that could take hours. But again, everybody's kind of sleep cycle is completely different. I think what you need to do is really just find a sweet spot. Trial different. I mean, when I was younger, I wouldn't sleep. You know, I'd do all-nighters and I didn't know my ass from my elbow. I was just...
You were just a shell of a man.
Yeah, a hollow man, because I just didn't know. I was sleeping stupid amount of times, sleeping at stupid times and waking up at stupid times. Because I could. I can't do that now. If I do an all-nighter now, I'm wired. I'm finished. You know? I get to about 3 a.m. and I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
No way.
I can't.
I remember the days where, you could stay up stupid times, and like, my sister's doing it now. You know, she's 17, she's going to be 18 soon. And she's like, she stays up all night. She can't sleep. She can't do this. Bro, I used to be like that. Now, bro, I'm at the pub, 9 o'clock. I'm like,
I'm tired. Get me home.
Let's go yard.
I want to go bed. Literally, I try to push it as much as I can as well. But it gets to a point where I'm like, nah.
Dude, honestly.
Everything comes slow.
Like you said, you can run off 5 to 7 hours, you said, roughly speaking. I think some people, they don't need that much sleep to run. And damn, you're lucky, man. I wish I could do that. Then you have more time in the day to be productive. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he has 5 hours of sleep. You know, and he's obviously doing a lot in life. So I mean, that's fair enough. If you can, you know, proceed with your normal day as per 5 hours, wow, that's a gift from God, bro. That's a blessing.
I mean, sometimes it's tough though, because sometimes I do want to sleep more. Like, what was it, during second lockdown it was, so during that second wave of COVID, I was doing stupid movements with my sleep. Like, I was sleeping at 7 a.m. and waking up at like 4 p.m. and it was just super unhealthy for me. I just lost track of time. Genuinely, I just lost track of time, and it really it made me struggle to function correctly, because I'm essentially sleeping throughout the whole day. And it was just super hard for me to kind of get into that habit of waking up early and making most of the day. There was times where it's like, on my days off of work, I would wake up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon
Jeez.
because my body was just, that's when I would naturally wake up,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And then, but if I wanted to go out, the winter time as well, it gets dark at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. If I wanted to go out, by the time I go out, it's dark, you know, which is just crazy to me.
Yeah, that
And then
sucks.
one day I just said, cool, change in that.
Yeah.
I would set my alarm for like 10 o'clock, do that, get up at 10, make a bit more of the day, and then I'll gradually bring it down 9 o'clock, and then my natural body clock just kind of caught up with it. So now usually my body naturally wakes up at like between like between 8:30, 9.
Fair.
Anywhere kind of between that will just randomly wake up at that time.
Yeah. I think my body clock is 7 a.m. 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's crazy.
all the time, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is annoying. And I don't know why, because like majority of the week my alarm is 8 o'clock, 8:20.
Yeah.
And like on a Saturday, I wake up at 7. Always. Just 7 in the morning. But the thing is, right, is if I oversleep, just like you oversleep, you still feel tired.
Yeah.
I oversleep and I get the maddest headaches. Like
Yes.
the maddest
Yes.
headaches. I just
Yeah.
can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Every single Saturday, if I oversleep, mad headache. So I've got to get up early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't oversleep because I wake up feeling groggy, just even more tired. And like you say, you get that kind of like tension headache where you're just like, I've slept too long.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't have been asleep that long.
Yeah.
That's the way usually when I wake up, I'm like, cool, I'm up. I'm not going to go back to sleep, because if I do, I'll be asleep for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
And actually make most of the day. But usually I'm pretty good with it now, which is nice. I've got control over it a bit more, which is nice.
Yeah.
Compared to how I used to be.
That's good. That's good. My mind is always constantly racing. So like the benefits of gym and just doing certain things that maybe take my mind outside of what I'm constantly thinking about is really nice. I think that's a main benefit for me as well. Before I started doing this gym thing again, because previously I did do it, but I didn't take it seriously. Now I'm taking it seriously.
Yeah.
It's so nice, man. When you're there, you get into such a, you're, when you walk in, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I got to do that. But once you're in the zone, you just forget about everything.
Nothing's stopping you, bro.
Nothing. Exactly. You're in your zone, you're vibing, and you're going to get that shit done.
Yeah, of course.
And your mind is so clear at that point, you don't even realize it. You're putting yourself through like a physical meditation.
Yeah.
You know, without having to sit in that position and do the om and all that stuff.
Yeah, of course.
All that traditional stuff.
Yeah.
It is like a form of meditation, man. And it's beautiful. I've started to notice that my mind has actually slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
But I still have that issue where once I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, but I'm not going back to sleep. But I usually do gym in the morning, you know?
It's a good time to do it.
Yeah.
It's a very good time.
My mind, I wake up and I'm constantly already racing, you know? So it's a good time for me to take that step to go into the nothingness brain.
Yeah.
Which is so nice for me, man.
Yeah.
It's a blessing, honestly.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, you know, you wake up, that's the start of your day. As soon as you wake up, it's the start of your day. So it needs to be good. And that's why they say you shouldn't drink coffee like half an hour before, after half an hour of you waking up, because your mind is still rebooting and your body's still waking up. So you need to take that time to just, like I said before, you just sit there and you just don't touch your phone. You just focus on, go and do some other stuff. Have a little walk around, go stand in the garden, or look out the window, or do something. Don't sit there on your phone. Don't make a coffee straight away. Let yourself wake up naturally so that you can actually make the most of the day and then go about your business.
Yeah, that's so true. That's probably my problem. I wake up and I go to my phone straight away.
Yeah.
I'm checking my eBay, like what's going on here.
Yeah, but it's like I said before, it can wait. It's not important.
Yeah.
What, another half an hour is not going to hurt it.
True.
It's one of them things where you've already left it fucking 7 hours overnight.
Yeah. True.
Another half an hour is not going to hurt.
Yeah.
If it's urgent, they'll call you. Like I said, it's just one of them things. But really and truly, the morning, the start of the day is the most important. And that's why I say have some breakfast, get your Weetabix down you, know, get that energy.
Get your Weetabix.
Get your Weetabix down you.
Yeah.
Make your porridge, make your oats, do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Cereal, breakfast, one of the most important meals of the day. And because that's what starts your day, that's what gets you into the swing of it, that's what wakes you up, that's what kind of, you know, just starts you off, gives you the energy you need for the day until lunchtime.
True.
And then dinner time. And you need to follow that. And tying that into physical health, it's like eat something healthy in the morning.
Yeah.
Have some fruit, or like have some Weetabix or porridge with some fruit, and just mix and match it. And don't eat like your Cocoa Pops or like your Rice Krispies or
pure sugar nonsense. Ain't good.
Pure sugar.
Ain't good for your mind.
Pure sugar. And just have it like that. Don't, yeah, just stick to it, because what you eat also plays part to your physical health. It's super important, your diet. Now, I say this, and it's very hypocritical of me, because my diet's not great at all. But I know from what I've seen and from when I have done that, you do notice a difference in your energy levels.
Yep.
You do notice a difference in your energy just output as well, and just your outlook and everything for the day.
Yep.
And you just feel good. You just feel super good.
It's true. It's more noticeable the older you get as well.
Yeah.
Like when you're younger, you can eat garbage, you can sleep late, you can do all this stuff. But the older you get, the more you realize, oh, when I eat this, I actually feel better. My body feels better.
Yeah.
My mind feels like I can do more stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's totally true. For all the young viewers out there, eventually it will come to you. Right now, it may not hit you, but it's better to jump on that bike early than it is later.
Of course. I mean, I used to be able to eat food straight before sleep.
Yeah.
Bowl of cereal, full dinner, I'll get a Morley's, get a Domino's, and then pass out. I mean, my older brother still does it.
Yeah.
And he's older than me. And if I do that now, I'll wake up feeling sick.
Yeah.
Because it's
Nasty.
sick. I feel grim, especially if I'm eating Domino's or like something greasy. It's good to eat something light before you sleep, like a banana or just a piece of fruit, just to kind of fill you up a little bit, but not enough that you're going to feel bloated when you wake up.
Yeah, true.
Like if you're eating a full dinner before you go to sleep, you're going to feel it in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel now. But when I was younger, I'd come home, I'd chocolate, sweets, and cereal and toast, and I'd eat everything before I went to sleep.
I actually had a banana before I left the house, just because I got a cramp this morning, which was the worst.
Yeah,
and
you
I was
need
like,
them
nah,
potassium
I need that
levels.
potassium.
Yeah, you need
right
potassium levels.
I wasn't gonna have that during the day, and yeah, the time that it happened, I told you about it. You still need to know about it, but but yeah, that was tough. Yeah, I mean, one thing which I think is great as well is like challenging your mind.
Of course,
is a part of the physical part of the mental.
Yeah,
you know. So you have yourself a oh, orders coming. Oh. Chef's here, chef's here. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, mate.
Coffee break. A little tea break.
Oh.
Oh, pure sugar to my blood.
Pure caffeine, son.
Exactly. What you
This
need.
isn't peak physical health. Just letting you know.
I don't care, right?
We'll change it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll change.
But yeah, I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. You got to live a little.
This is all staying in, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I mean, challenging your mind. You know what you did?
Yeah.
You walked Snowdon.
Oh, man.
And that was a challenge for your mind, as well as your physical, right?
Big challenge. I didn't even train for that.
Yeah, you were halfway through there like, why did I do this? Why did I put myself in this?
Like, genuinely, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it was going to be easy. But I've started it, and even before we get to the trail itself, you had to walk up a road, and it was steep as fuck. And me and the boys were like, whoa, like, this is it. Like, is this it? And then we get to the trail, and we're like, nah. I was severely underprepared. I didn't have a backpack on me. I was wearing joggers. I had to ask my boy for his shorts, like his swimming shorts, and they were tight as fuck. So I'm walking Snowdon with swimming shorts on. I took my shirt off because I was like too hot, because it was a beautiful day. Yeah. And then we get halfway, and I'm feeling it. Like, it's because I got that mad fear of heights, so I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh God, what am I doing? Yeah. And then the higher up we get, and then I get to near the peak, and I look up at the peak, and I'm like, nah, that platform looks super narrow. Yeah, yeah. And my thing is that if I see a drop in my peripheral, it throws my mind off. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, nah. And then I just see loads of people walking past, and I was like, do you know what? If everybody else can do it, what's stopping me but myself? And genuinely, it was myself stopping me from being that version of myself. So I was like, okay. So I walked up, got to the top, and it was beautiful. Walking down, didn't have that fear of heights anymore.
That's lovely, man.
It just helped.
Yeah.
But physical health, I probably should have trained for it. I wasn't prepared for it.
Yep.
I know next time to train a bit more. Get to the gym if you're going to train for any kind of mountain climbing.
Yeah, and get your mind right as well.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just dive into something and think you're going to be a godsend,
You can't just do it. It's one of them things, like, you really do need to mentally prepare for it, because it does take a toll on you, especially if you're not as active as you should be, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like they say, even going for a walk, right? So that day I done Snowdon, I done about 33,000 steps. That whole
3K.
that whole day, which is a record for me, I think, if I'm not mistaken. On average, I do between like 11 to 14K steps just because of work. But the average human, like somebody who would work in an office or elsewhere,
Me.
yeah, pretty much just a corporate jobby. On average, most people do between 6,000 to 8,000 steps. That's the average step count that people do, you know? So I think getting out there, just going for random little walks, little wanders, exploring, especially if you live in the countryside, go do it.
Oh yeah.
Go do it. If you live in the city, it's a bit harder.
Yeah.
But go to a park. You've got parks all over.
Yeah.
And just walk the park.
Yeah, man.
It's a great way for you to just put some music in. You don't even have to have music. Just clear your mind.
Yeah.
Once you have a clear mind, you can then start thinking rationally about other things that you need to deal with.
It's true. And it's also nice to do certain things like walking Snowdon. I'm sure midway through it, you were just trying to focus on walking it.
100%.
Like one thing which I want to do in the near future is start rock climbing, you know? Thinking about a designated path, shortest destination to reach your goal, and the most efficient way is a good way.
That's a great philosophy.
Yeah, to work your physical as well as, you know, it's an implementation on your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's
the
best way to get to your goal, the quickest and most efficient way, without reducing, you know, the strain in your muscles to the point where you're falling, right? Yeah. That's one thing which I want to do. And I used to grow up watching Ninja Warrior and all that stuff.
Of course.
Be like,
Takeshi's Castle. Oh, what a show, man.
Oh, mate.
Great. What a show.
I could do all of that.
Yeah.
I would smash that.
Yeah. If I'd done it now, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Total Wipeout, that was another one.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
You know what? The mental was there. I was ready for it.
Yeah.
I was always there.
Yeah.
But physically,
nah.
probably not.
Nah, definitely. I mean, I think we skated every day.
Yeah, it's true.
Like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm out from 8:30 in the morning till 10 at night skating. You know?
Oh man, yeah. I remember when I was proper into my prime of skating, I'd wake up at 6, travel to St. Paul's to skate the 3-stair.
Yeah.
And just shred.
Yeah.
And we used to skate.
And we'd be there for hours.
And
security kick us out and we wait a couple of hours, come back. Yeah, those were good times.
Good times. London was different back then, man.
Yeah.
The people in that office were so nice.
Yeah.
They knew it was a skate spot.
Yeah.
They weren't arseholes about it.
Nah, it's the security.
Yeah, it was the security.
But it's their jobs though, I get it. Now, as you get older, you kind of realize that, all right, cool. If we do hurt ourselves and we try to sue them, it's, you know, they're just doing their job at the end of the day. It's the same way that if somebody comes to us with a problem and they're like, this is the problem I have with your company or like you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know, we're just trying to do our jobs though. And it's like, well, yeah, but there's a balance to it, I think.
Your employee called me sir when I'm... Anyway.
Yeah. That's a different subject.
But right, yeah, talking about the mentality of it all, preparing yourself for these types of objectives that you're going through, a physical plan to get there is great, you know?
That's what I was going to say, 100%. I think that physical aspect ties into that implementation of your life. Give yourself a set... I mean, I'm the type of person where I don't plan.
Yeah.
I don't plan my life because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at any point. So I'm not going to plan too far ahead at least. But if you are the type of person that plans, gym, anything like that, so physical activity is good for you because you set up a routine, you set up a plan that will help you get to that goal that you want to get to. Yeah. And it is the same thing for your life goals.
Yeah.
You set up that plan, you work that plan, you keep doing that plan until you get to that end goal.
Yeah.
But people do that. And it's like I always say, it's all about the journey, not the destination.
100%.
Most people forget to enjoy the journey.
100%, man.
Right? The journey of you building up your physical strength and your mental strength as a human is a great process.
It is. And that's what's lacking from society at the moment as well. And, you know, everything that we've touched on in the previous episodes do fall into the reasons why. You know, we're on our phones and we can get things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I like this HDMI cable. Amazon Prime. Thank you. Tomorrow.
Next day delivery.
Right here. Even you could get it on the same day.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah, it's mad.
But the real things in life take time.
Of course.
The stuff that is tangible for you to hold on to really does take time.
Don't rush the process. It's as simple as that.
Good. Eventually you'll learn to enjoy the process more than the destination.
Exactly.
You get to your goal and then you're like, okay, but what now?
Exactly. But then if you enjoy the process, you can look back once you're at that end goal and be like, damn, that's how far I've come.
Yeah.
This is the process, and I bloody well enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because it was great. I met people through it. I was able to document the whole journey. There's things you can do to enjoy the process. I think just live in the moment. I think that's what most people don't do. Live in the moment.
True.
And that comes into physical health, because people just go to the gym aimlessly to work on themselves, to work on their physical health, their look, their aesthetic in a sense. But they don't use that as a way to work on their mental as well.
True.
And like we say, it works hand in hand. Mental health is just, I think personally, mental health is way more important than physical health, just
Agreed.
because that's what drives you as a person. It's your outlook, it's your perspective, it's how you see things.
Yeah.
Like if you want to think everybody's out to get you and you're a villain to everybody, that's your mental health, and that shapes you as a person.
It does.
Your physical health you can always implement and work on, but obviously there are some people that let it get to that point where it's harder to work on it. You know, if you are a type of person where you do stress eat, that sort of stuff, and it does get harder for you to implement the physical health into it.
Yeah.
But it starts with you.
Yeah,
the way
it's right. It's totally right, man. And a main example of this is, what do you say? It's before the body gives up, the mind gives up, you know? So your body will keep going, but your mind's telling you, oh, I have to stop. Oh, I have to do this. I can't do this. Oh, this isn't right for me. You're in the gym, you're banging weights. And when you're on your last set and you're struggling, in your mind, you're either going to say, I got this, or you're going to say, I can't do this and give up.
Yeah.
Your mind's always the first thing to give up.
Of course.
So if you train your mind right, your physical is going to follow. And that's it, man. If you go into a fight, any fighter that goes into the ring and they're determined to win, they're going to smash it. Even if they lose, they smashed it. You know what I mean? But if you go into the ring and they get intimidated, everything's gone. Their mental's gone. Physicality's gone.
That's why mental health is powerful, man.
Most important thing.
It's super, super powerful, because it's like you just said, if you don't go in with that right mindset, with that winner mentality, in a sense, you're not going to feel take the most away from it.
True.
So to speak.
I have a problem with a lot of people nowadays who they may not have the mental confidence to start with. And, you know, for example, they go to the gym and they gain the physicality. So they look aesthetically pleasing. And to that, they have gained the confidence, right?
Yeah.
And in my eyes, I see it as it's a false confidence.
Yeah.
You know, like I see so many people in the gym, especially these young guys who look good. Congratulations to them, man. You know, they've worked hard and they've got their ideal body. But mentally, like without you achieving that goal, you wouldn't be as confident as you are.
Yeah.
So it comes to a point where imagine you go through a tough time in life, you know, you lose someone you love and you reverse that.
Yeah.
Right? Your confidence is gone. So what I'm trying to say is you've got to maintain your confidence mentally in different ways. Educate yourself, read books, gain access to another part of your mind you didn't know you had access to, you know? Physically, everything will follow.
Yeah.
If your mind's right, everything's going to follow that way. But that's the way that I see it. I don't think you should gain confidence or the mental, what am I trying to say? Like, I don't think you should gain the mental capacity through physicality.
Yeah.
It should be something which is achieved and the physicality should follow after.
Yeah, 100%.
Otherwise, you're just a weakness to yourself. And that's ego at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I look like this. That means I'm thinking like this. But really and truly, you could have someone like Jordan Peterson, who's an old guy, and he's skinny, lanky and tall, right?
Yeah.
And he's not butch, but he's one of the greatest minds ever.
Yeah.
And he's confident with himself, confident enough to cry in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Write that down. Write that down.
Don't be afraid. Yeah. But I following on from that is 100%. But also, physical health doesn't just mean going to the gym.
True.
Meditation, but that ties more into the mental side of things. But meditation, yoga, yoga changes your life.
Changes your life.
Changes your life, bro. Like, it doesn't have to be like a physical exercise where you're running around, you're jumping, you're lifting weights. It helps because it releases them endorphins and it makes it easier. But yoga's good, man. Makes you feel light on your feet. It makes you feel calm. It makes you feel just meditated in a sense, right? But
Still balanced.
exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of it, finding that balance within yourself. Yoga is super fulfilling.
Yeah, dude, my parents love it. They go on about it all the time. Oh, yoga this week. Oh, you have to come. I was gonna use my government there, but you know, um, but yeah, they're like, you have to come, man. It's so good. And my parents go to the gym like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And without that, like my dad's like, if I don't go to the gym, I'm ruined. I can't do anything. And he's like, you got to jump in one of these yoga sessions. They're so good. After you feel great. And he was like, look, watch what I can do. Man does some stretch out of nowhere. And I'm like, yeah, if I do that, I'm pulling a muscle or something.
Yeah.
Nice one. Anyway, moving on. But nah, you can tell their mind is shaped in a certain way.
Yeah.
And when you get older, man, I don't think gaining muscle mass is the best thing. I think being flexible is great.
Yeah.
I want to be able to touch my toes when I'm older. You know what I mean?
I could barely do it now.
Yeah, honestly.
To be fair,
It's a problem.
it's a big problem. But I mean, yeah, like we say, it all ties into each other. Physical health is just, oh man, honestly, like just stay on top of it. But again, this also comes down to your diet, like we've mentioned. Have a good diet, have a clean diet. I say that while holding a coffee, caramel coffee. But have a clean diet, because it makes you, if you eat too heavy and you're eating greasy food, you're gonna feel heavy, you're gonna feel bloated, you're just not gonna feel great. And I've been in that experience where I've eaten Domino's and I just feel like, oh, you know, the whole world is falling out of me. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things where I just don't feel good afterwards. And that's as soon as I've eaten it. I haven't even digested it properly.
Yeah, it's true.
It just goes through you.
Yeah, it's true.
And as well, you just put on weight, you don't feel good about yourself. Eat some fruit.
Eat some fruit, bro.
Eat some granola.
Yeah, man.
Do you know
Eat
what I mean?
some yogurt. Eat some Greek yogurt.
Yeah, man. Just experiment. Just experiment. And there's loads of people. I mean, even people I work with, they do that sort of stuff, right? They'll make their own oats and have their cold oats with like syrup and fruit and all of this.
Yeah.
Diet plays a big part. Cut out the sugar. Sugar's a massive thing, bro.
Yeah, and eat real food, man.
Yeah.
You know, like,
none of that processed shit. Well,
yeah.
I say processed shit, but I mean, it is processed
it
shit.
is 100%.
And I
Everything
do
is
eat
kind
it.
of processed now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to not have normal stuff. But like, when I go visit my missus' parents in Greece, right? They don't have a massive garden, but they have bare stuff they're growing. And bro, I'm telling you, the peppers that you eat from the ground there, boy, they taste so good. And like, you can taste the life from them. You know what I mean? The tomatoes that you eat from oh my God, it's the difference is like incredible. You think everything that we eat resonates with our lives. So why are you gonna put some plastic shit in your body that's gonna make you feel synthetic?
But you know what the crazy thing is about that though? It's so hard to get away from it.
In this day and age,
In this day and age, especially with the society we live in the country we live in the city we live in, it's super hard to get away from that because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know how easy it is?
Accessible.
Do you know how easy it is for you to actually get fast food and just shit food compared to like good food?
Yeah.
Like you have to go to Greece to eat this type of stuff, right? To get quality that good, right? Homegrown, fresh out the ground, boom. You've washed the dirt off of it. You're yamming on a carrot like you're Bugs Bunny.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Do that over here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
It's going to be tough to do it. Everything you're buying is in a bag. Everything. So you don't know what else is it. Like, this is the thing. We don't know what we're putting into our bodies.
Yeah, it's true.
And you can read the notes. And there's a few friends that I know that are really on their health stuff with what they eat, what they take in, and what they put into their body.
Yeah.
And some of them just drink raw milk, that sort of stuff.
Hey, yo, I will be on the toilet.
Grass-fed, all of that sort of stuff. But it works, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a cheat code. But these companies don't want you to do that because then they're going to lose out on money.
Yeah.
It's fast food for a reason. It's quick, it's convenient.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it, man.
But if it's fast food, tell me why as soon as I place the order, it's not in my hand. Why am I still waiting 10 minutes? That's not that fast.
Or if you want to be pedantic about it, yeah. I mean,
But no, real talk though, like you go to other countries, Italy, same thing.
Yeah.
The food out there, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, bro.
10 out. It's fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh. Over here, nah. You go to Spain, you go to the coast, the fish, fresh. Freshly caught that morning.
It's true. It's true. I think it's something from which it is hard to do in our society, especially because we live in a very much a city environment. When I used to live by the coast, I used to go to the fishmonger,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'd be like, "What did you catch today?" And he'd be like, "Well, I got this, I got this, I got that." I'd be like, "Okay, let me grab that."
Let me have that one.
Yeah, and you know what? Cheap, cheerful, and it's fresh out of the ocean.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
I can literally put my foot in right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's certain parts of the country where it's feasible. You can do it.
Yeah, of course, of
But
course.
yeah, it's easier
It's a lot harder to access.
for those in a city and for those living in like an urban environment. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. And also, it can sometimes break the bank. It can
Yeah.
also be very expensive, man.
I mean, you think, right?
But the price you pay for mental.
That's true. But for people that are on more of a budget, you want to go and get good food. Most of the time, you're going to go to like Whole Foods, right? Because it's more organic. But that place is expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That place is pricey.
It's crazy.
That's why most people just go to Lidl.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because you walk in there, you see the price, and you're depressed, and you're like, "Huh, I'm trying to work on my mental, not lose my mental."
Exactly.
So they go to the cheaper option. But don't you think the food that you eat has an effect on like your direct mental?
Of course.
You know, if you eat good food and you cut out sugar, you're not going to be as snappy. You're not going to be as overreactive with certain things.
100%.
I think I saw, I didn't see it. There's this people that I follow online. They do their own podcast and they moved to Portugal. They're American. They moved to Portugal and they're politics, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But their kids don't eat any sugary breakfast. They have everything made at home, everything, you know, freshly baked, freshly cooked, and their kids don't shout, they don't cuss, they don't throw things, they don't have a tantrum, they don't have any of that stuff. And yet you see these kids in these supermarkets, "I want the phone, where's the phone?" They're just crying over the dumbest stuff. I swear, one day when I have my kids,
It's an addiction, bro.
best believe they're not going to be like that.
It's an addiction. Sugar's an addiction.
Yeah.
Phones are an addiction. All of this stuff is just to keep them quiet.
Yeah.
Which is why you give them the correct things that they're meant to have. They won't whinge.
Yeah.
That's why you don't give your kids sugar. They're not going to throw tantrums because sugar's energy, artificial energy. It's not real energy, right? You shouldn't be digested. Like if you're eating sweets in the morning, you're crazy.
Yeah.
If you're drinking A&W root beers at 3 a.m. in the morning after you've just woken up from a sleep,
with the can still open.
there's one guy I'm talking to in this instance right now, whether you will watch this or not,
We love you.
I'm not going to name drop.
Yeah, but seriously, what is that?
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out because, you know.
On that topic, yeah, leave in the comments, do you prefer a fizzy drink, flat or fizzy?
Oh, don't even.
Just
Don't
answer the
even.
question for me.
Or sparkling or still water.
Don't start.
Because for me, right,
me.
in my head, we're going off topic here for a second. Because in my head, if I'm drinking sparkling water,
Don't start, bruh.
like I'm a still water kind of guy. I don't like sparkling water. I see a bottle over there. It's not mine. If I'm drinking water, yeah, why am I burping like I've just had a fizzy drink? That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. It's got, like, nah, that's a conversation for a different.
No. Let me just chime in really quick. Sometimes you want a fizzy drink, but you don't want the sugar from the fizzy drink. So you have carbonated water so that you have the experience of a fizzy drink.
It's just stupid.
No, it ain't.
Dumb, bro. Just buy a Coca-Cola. You know them ones there.
Well, yeah, okay, I get
Get yourself a soda stream.
What is that?
It's the thing where you make carbonated drinks yourself. It pumps carbon into the water so it comes fizzy. And you get like syrups and everything. You can make your own. Yeah, my nan used to have one. They're actually pretty cool.
Bruv. Anyway.
Okay. They're actually pretty cool, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound interesting. It sounds like
it's money saving because and as well, there's less sugar in them as well.
Yeah,
so they're a bit more. I don't want to say healthy, but healthier.
I like carbonated drinks.
Nah, I can't. Sparkling water, can't do it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, topic for another time.
Yeah, let's move away from the carbonated.
We could talk about this.
We could do this all day.
Yeah,
we have done.
Yeah, I might actually have to check that out. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to go from looking at the aspects of health with regards to what you eat.
Yeah.
And also when it comes to preparing your mind for certain things. But then there's always that wall that you come across.
Yeah.
You know, you always come across the battle within, and you either give up, give in, or you turn it all over altogether.
I think my battle that I usually struggle with the physical is like if I'm going to the gym, I'll be on it, I'll be proper on it, I'll be fucking smashing it.
Yeah.
But then if I get ill and I get like a cold or I get sick, anything like that, that writes me off and then I stop going.
Really?
Because obviously I'm ill, so I'm not going to go to the gym and like...
Is it just for that period? Or
No. It makes me just stop. I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, bro, it happens all the time. I mean, that's probably just me being me. But like, once I'm better again, because it'll take like a week for me to get better, I'm just like, can I be bothered?
Yeah.
But then it's
the
just
time
that,
you've missed.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's like, I can't make up for that lost time. So I'm just not going to go.
defeated.
I'm defeated.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel great. So I'm just like, I'm not going to go.
Moral of the story is
Break past that wall, man.
Yeah, external forces may give you a wall to climb over, but it's only external force.
Yeah.
You can climb over it. You can overcome it. That's tough, man. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, bro. It's real. I don't know why. I think I just need to not get ill.
Yeah,
Combat
that's so easy to do.
Wear masks.
Yeah, just
Or bin bags.
just carry sanitizer with you all the time. Right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, for me, whenever I come across that wall, right, I always put myself in a position where I'm like, I put myself in a bad position. Oh, you're a loser. You're this, you're that. Whatever you say to yourself to make yourself feel bad. In my world, I always have to have like a fight with myself. Like, why you being such a pussy, bro? Like, get off your fucking butt, bro. Like, I have to fight with myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have to get to that point where I have a reason to fight for myself.
Yeah, of course.
So sometimes I let myself fall to the point where it gets really bad and then I jump on it. But that's a massive problem, you know, like waiting too late.
Yeah.
You know, I need to just stay consistent across the board. Because, I eat healthy majority of the time.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And sometimes I get lazy.
Yeah.
And I go on these spiels like the last week, bro. Do you know what? That's crazy. The last week, I've been eating bare junk food. And I know I'm trying to put on weight because I'm going to the gym. But I think that's the reason why I haven't been going to the gym as much.
Yeah, of course. Because you feel bloated. You feel deflated because you've eaten just shit.
I've learned something.
You just had a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all about here at TheSkitzMen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, thanks for that. Yeah, that's actually, that's a fair assessment. Because usually I love my salads, bro.
Yeah.
Salads make me feel good. Talking about salads as well, my brother taught me how to make a really banging salad, and it's got so much stuff in it. Avocado, peppers, cucumber, tomato, grapes. I'm telling you, all the other fruits as well, but you know.
I don't understand avocados. Side topic. Why are they flavorless?
They're not flavorless.
No, they are.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I'm probably eating the wrong avocado, then.
No, they have a certain flavor, but no, the flavor is not really there. It's minimal. You know, like how some people say water doesn't have a flavor.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It does.
It does. Yeah,
it does. And anybody that says it doesn't, sort your life out.
Yeah,
exactly. Pretty much. Exactly. Like you've gone a long day of like working and gym and activity, and on a hot summer's day, and you're telling me that when you have that first sip of water, it's not that kind of like sharp taste, where it's just like quenching your thirst.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, and this is going back to the gentleman with the A&W root beer, he makes a bottle of flavored water last 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And that's the big one. He makes the big one last about 2 weeks.
That's crazy, bro. I could drink that in one
I would say to him, you got
an hour.
Trust, you got some water. Yeah. Go back to work. 2 weeks later, it's still there, and he's just finished it. And I'm like, is that a new one? He's like, nah. And I'm like, you're crazy, bro. And he's gonna know exactly who he is as well.
Yeah. Talking about another one, well, one of my cousins, another one of them, he never used to drink water, right? And to this day, I'm not sure if he does anymore.
That's mind-boggling to me.
But like, we're made of water. Like, how can you get your mind right if you can't feed your body what is required? Do you know what I mean? Like, we eat fruit because
Like, do you not feel dehydrated?
yeah, yeah.
Like, you not feel like you're falling apart and you're just a pile of dust?
I wouldn't go that far, but I know what you mean though. You know when you feel dry,
Right,
you
just
feel like
dry.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I don't want to feel like that.
yeah.
Let me hydrate my body real quick.
Yeah, it's important. Water's important.
Of
I had some
course.
water yesterday. The missus brought it to me. I drank some and I was like, ugh, that water tastes
It's tap
right.
water, innit?
No, it wasn't. It was
Ah.
bottled water from Savers though.
Aye.
Yeah. So I was
What water man are you? What's your go-to like water brand?
Evian.
Evian.
Evian. Or Highland Springs. Highland Springs?
Yeah, Highland Springs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Highland Springs.
yeah, the cheap stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Either Evian or Highland Springs. Evian I'd go for all the time though.
Okay, you're not a Volvic kind of man.
No, Evian.
That's wild. I mean, I don't mind Evian. It's good. It's not quite Fiji though, is it? Or Voss.
Yes. You're such
I'm a bougie ass guy.
Hey.
Real talk.
Yeah.
And do you know what made me want Voss water? Grown Ups. The movie Grown Ups.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
Nah. They would always say like, let me get a Voss water. Or like, let me get a Voss. Let me get a
No,
Voss.
that's in the film, right? I want to get chocolate wasted.
Yeah. I want to get
Yeah. The Adam Sandler one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they started mentioning it. I was like, when I was young, I was like, fuck Voss water.
what's Voss about?
Yo, it's good, bro.
Is it?
It's banging. Glass bottle as well.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of it. Well, I've never tried it.
They used to do it in the meal deals in Tesco. Really? And I used to get it all the time. Yeah, that was the water I'd get. I love Voss water, man. Shit's so good.
Fair enough.
I don't know what it is. There's just something about it. It makes you feel refreshed.
Yeah. On that topic of water, the best waters that react best with you are always going to be in the alkaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because we're alkaline beings. We're not acidic beings.
Yeah.
So having alkaline water is best for you. But, okay, fair enough. Voss, you bougie little bastard.
Yeah, it's expensive though.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Evian, bro.
It is super expensive, so I do have to settle for Volvic or Evian or something cheaper.
Yeah, unless you're living in Scotland as well. What are you doing drinking the tap water, bro? Get out of here.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tap water is just not good for you. I'm not a massive conspiracy nut, but bro, tap water is grim.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I remember one time when I was with my ex-missus, we went out to some event and we got some food, and we was like, can we get some water for the table? And we was on a budget, I can't lie. And they gave us the water and we was just like, we sipped it and we was like, nah. Because we started drinking like bottled water at that point. That was when we stopped drinking tap water.
Yeah.
And we sipped it and we was like, nah, let's just buy a bottle of water. Because generally tap water, it just tastes grim. I don't get how people can't tell the difference between bottled and tap water. It's disgusting, bro.
Yeah. I swear, you drink tap water and you feel like this.
Your mouth just seizes up.
Yeah, there's something going on in your mouth.
Yeah, that shouldn't
right.
be happening.
It ain't right.
It's all that fluoride, man.
Yeah,
it's all that pipe juice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all that sewage that I put in the sewage, you know?
Yeah. You're contributing to it.
You're probably drinking a bit of me. But yeah, I mean, getting certain things in your life, you know, like you like Voss water.
Yeah.
That's good for your mental.
Yeah.
You know, I like Evian. That's good for my mental. Certain things in life that you need to cut out. Tap water, you did so.
Yeah.
And like, it's good for you. It gets your mind right, gets things ready for whatever challenges are coming across to you. I bet when you were fucking walking up Snowdon, you weren't like, I could do with some tap water right now.
No, I had a bottle of, what did I have? I had a 2-litre bottle. Nah, I had a 2-litre bottle of Spa's like own brand water, just because it was like, I just needed the most water I could get in a bottle. So I just got a 2-litre. So I settled for that. So I was just like, genuinely, what I mean, I was underprepared is as I was wearing a pouch, like a like fanny pack type thing, just over my chest, holding the whole way 2-litre bottle of water. I just held the whole thing all the way up and down.
Yeah, that was a workout.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's annoying.
It's I think it's like going on to the food thing is finding that balance of what works for you intake wise, what food works for you, what food works best for your body, and just not overeating. They say, I spoke about this before with the Ikigai book, on purpose, they say you should ideally only eat 70% of so fill your body up to like 70% of like food, right? So don't overindulge in a sense, because if you go over that 70%, you're going to feel heavy, you're going to feel bloated, you're going to feel just a bit worn down. And this is why people obviously track their calorie intake so that they know where they're going to get to.
Okay.
But never eat over sort of 70%. If you feel like you're full, but like you could still eat a bit more, don't. Stop there. Have a snack later on, but fruit, like something healthy.
Yeah.
Right? Don't go for the chocolate bars. Don't go for the sweets. Don't go for whatever snacks you have. But ideally, you want to eat up to about 70% of your kind of hunger.
Yeah.
And then just don't eat after that. Just have a snack later on, and then you're good.
Yeah, you know, that's probably good advice. I obviously have a really high metabolism, even in my old age now.
Yeah.
And it's getting really annoying.
Yeah.
But one thing, because I've been trying to overeat to try and, you know, destroy this metabolism and build some bulk.
Yeah.
What I've been doing is, and I've done this always, but I eat as much as I can, and then I have some proper citrusy fruit.
Yeah.
Like I have a kiwi or I have an orange.
Okay.
You know, I have something super citrusy.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to line your stomach, because if you're having a lot of starch, you know, you're having a lot of rice, you're having a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
Having something like that after will excite your stomach.
Yeah.
And you know, it helps digest food, even if you are having a low metabolism or a high metabolism.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there. It works for me. It may not work for you, but having a fruit, any kind of fruit after dinner is good. Like a peach.
Oh yeah, it just kind of breaks it down, doesn't it? It just makes it easier to digest.
It does.
And as well, try not to eat before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Give yourself time to digest.
I eat dinner early, you know. I eat dinner at 6 o'clock.
I eat mine like 8, 9 o'clock.
I can't do it.
I don't have a choice.
I know.
Whenever.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever they make food, you know. I could make my own, but it's like they've obviously bought a correct amount of food for all of us, so whatever they have, I'll just have as well. Yeah. But usually it's not made until just because they're busy at home, you know. Yeah. So.
Yeah, my mum's at home all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so she's prepping everything all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, my wife will do the exact same thing. Yeah.
Your house is your home, my boy.
Yeah, that's it.
How you run it is how you run it.
Yeah. But yeah, having that structure, I think it's good. You know, ideally, you would want to eat at a specific time.
Yeah, if I could eat at 5, 6 o'clock, I would. Yeah. But I don't have that privilege. So I eat at 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I'm not like my older brother who can eat at Domino's and then literally pass out.
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
I can't do it anymore.
I had Subway the other day, right? Bear in mind, I've been eating bare junk food. I need to stop. I had Subway, and then I went to sleep straight after. You remember when I messaged the group and I was like, oh yeah, I just woke up from a nap?
Yeah, that was
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, I went for a nap straight after. And do you know what? When I woke up, I felt disgusting. I felt full and hungry at the same time.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Oh my God.
That's the worst feeling, bro. Like, if I eat too much before I go to sleep, or I eat mad heavy greasy food, I wake up and like I burp. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I'm bare hungry because the food is. And like when I burp, I can taste that food, and I'm like, nah, that's grim, bro. It's like I've got to walk 20,000 steps to burn it off because I haven't actually processed it properly. And it's just, oh man, it's not. You just gotta have balance. I think personally. Just have balance, because once that mental health side is kind of working on itself and you're working on it actively, you can then fit in the physical, and that will then work itself out as well.
Yeah.
Your body is a temple. 100%. It's as easy as that.
100%. You know what? You talking about that quote, talking about how they used to run things back in biblical times, you know, they never used to eat like meals every day. They would have certain meals a day.
Yeah.
And then they would fast for a couple of days, and then they would have another meal and fast for a couple of days. And it's said they say that you eating so often causes your lifespan to reduce.
Of course.
And of course, fasting heals your body.
Yeah.
You know, it creates certain stem cells which you regenerate your body. You know, all the brain cells that are stuck in there that are dead, gets rid of them, removes them, puts new ones in. And fasting is the only thing that can do that. I would advise people to do a fast.
I mean, fasting's good because it allows your stomach to shrink. So then when you do eat, you're not eating too much.
Yeah, it's true. And the benefits of it, man. Like seriously, the actual benefits of fasting it is literally like we are the first technology, bro. Forget all this tech. Forget this camera that's looking at me and I'm looking at it. Bro, we are the first technology. You know, our
We
bodies
are the
can,
pioneers. We are the OGs.
yeah, bro. Our bodies are made in a certain way and we run off like half a volt, you know?
We're out here, bro.
Yeah. You
We're
know what?
out here doing some crazy shit.
You know what's funny about this episode?
Go on.
Just feels a bit like bare natural.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm enjoying it. Because
It's been a
at first,
process, hasn't it?
I think we've gotten more comfortable.
Yeah, we have.
Do you know what's great? Because because as well, we like going off topic. Gonna do it again, but when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I need to be in front of the camera. I need to be that guy. I need to be the guy who's watched, right?
Mm.
And then as it got like COVID hit and all that, I was like, nah, I want to be behind the camera. I don't like the spotlight, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I've been enjoying it, man. It's been nice.
Yeah.
It's been nice just chatting rubbish and, you know, touching on some good subjects. And yeah, man, it feels good because like we do this to obviously learn about ourselves at the same time. Like you had that breakthrough.
Yeah, exactly.
We love that.
Yeah,
We love that. If anybody has any breakthroughs, let us know. You're here for it.
Exactly.
I think what it is as well, I'm quite wired off this coffee.
Yeah, the order came in clutch.
The order came in clutch.
But no, I mean, it's nice. Like, the whole thing about us talking about, you know, health and mental health and whatnot. I think what I'm trying to say is we're in a good place right now where we can talk about many things and and get people involved in it. But yeah, it just makes me realize that I think we're in a good mental place right now.
100%.
And
Best one I've been in a long time, man.
there's a lot of challenges that I want to meet before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And this was one of them, and we're doing it, man. I'm sorry, I just wanted to bring that in because, you know, this is something which we've wanted to do for a while, and it's going well.
100%. And it's finally come to fruition. We've actually started doing it, and we've got a great guy behind the scenes.
Yeah, which we will slowly introduce, and there are many things and many plans that we have coming forward, which are going to be great for everyone, including ourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
As long as we can be a part of it.
100%.
And that's up to us, really and truly.
Of course. Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. We've got a lot in the works, as Jerry's just said. And yeah, I think we just kind of take it day by day, and you know, just work on ourselves. Yeah, and just do it like that.
Yeah, and like remember, guys, challenge yourself. If there is anything that you want to do in life, just go for it. The opportunity is always going to be there for you. It doesn't matter what time you attack it. Just take it and go for it. I'm going to do rock climbing very soon because I think that's one thing which I've wanted to do for ages.
I just don't think I could do it.
There's one near my local shopping center, and it's banging, man. It's banging. Parking's cheap. It looks good. I'm going to give it a go. But yeah, I mean,
You know what you should do?
Go on.
Just climb Everest. Just send it, bro.
Yeah, without an oxygen tank.
Yeah, no oxygen, no safety equipment. Just go in your friggin' Reeboks and do it.
Yeah, in my nursery box, yeah. I'm gonna need a nurse when I'm done.
No, I'm kidding, nah. But guys, I think it's one of them things, you know, take a chance. Do things differently. Try different things. Experiment with what you're eating, what you're doing every day, your gym structure, all of this. Change it up.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. Take the time for yourself every day. Sit down for 20 minutes and just be by yourself. Meditate, do some yoga, all of that stuff. Everything we've kind of covered in the last however many episodes now, just work on it.
Yeah.
And take your time. It's not a race. It's not a competition. You're not battling anyone but yourself.
Yeah, do what you enjoy as well.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't have to be a physical activity. If it's stimulating your mind, then it's good. You know?
100%.
And if you can have others around you who also enjoy that, then join in with them or get them to join in with you. It's a good thing for you. Escape the reality that we live in, because currently it's a bag of world's falling apart, mate. It's a bag of piss.
Yeah, it's tragic. But you've got to look for the beauty in most things, I think. You've got to look for the beauty in what we have in front of us. Yeah, and the world is beautiful. I think, do you know what it is? It's people. That's what's kind of deterring the beauty away and just taken the beauty away
Yeah,
from it.
maybe a certain type of people.
Yeah, but yeah, certain type of people, of course. I mean, you know, you got to think it's a fight or flight instinct we have as human beings, survival of the fittest. So as them higher ups make it harder for us to live, it gets more difficult, right? And then that it brings out the worst in us. But I feel like you've just got to take it day by day.
Yeah.
And just say to yourself, it's not that deep. Take 5 minutes. If you're angry, vent about it for 5 minutes and then just say, I can't change that. I can't change this. This is what it is. I'm gonna just get on with it.
True.
That's what I do at work, genuinely, and it works.
Fair enough for you. That's good. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, your job's a bit different.
Yeah, my job is stressful, bro.
But I think, yeah, if we just take your time, guys, honestly. Like,
make time for yourself, take your time and enjoy the process. That's the main important thing. The end goal will come eventually. The process, I think, is the best part.
100%. Don't focus on the end goal. It's not worth it right now. Focus on that journey.
Yeah.
And stick to it.
Right. So we're going to end the episode here. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in to watch us. Love you so much. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment on what I mentioned earlier. I can't even remember that. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Remember what I said previously on the last episode. If you'd like to support us moving forward, you can subscribe to us on Patreon. And yeah, we can start some communications. Drop a DM on Instagram, TikTok, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you have any questions for us or you'd like us to answer anything, a statement that you want to put out there, do so in however way you feel comfortable. If you want to remain anonymous, just let us know. We're here for you. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.